Alright guys, how's it going? So I have been out and bought today's Spanish football dailies for you. I went to the cafe, had some coffee, had a look, nothing to tell you, basically. There was a little bit in there about Zubimendi. He's got a hip injury, I think I mentioned that yesterday. And they were saying yesterday that they expect him to be available for Real Sociedad's derby game at the weekend, but today they're backtracking a little bit, saying there's concerns about that injury. I'm sure you're not that bothered, but if it was a serious injury, then it would kill speculation regarding a potential, January move somewhere. And people are still suggesting that he could be on Liverpool's radar. But there was nothing to do with Liverpool in that update, if you like, regarding his injury status. It was mentioned in a couple of the dailies today. Nothing at all to do with Liverpool in any of those publications today. There was quite a bit of focus on Bellingham in AS and Marca, the pro Real Madrid newspapers, football dailies. They were bigging him up, saying that he's found himself. He's like a new player. And the suggestion was because he was being used properly by England. So a bit of a dig at Ancelotti, I think. But basically saying, that he's for England, he's amazing. He's not really been that great, I think, for Real Madrid so far this season. And he's come under a little bit of criticism. But I actually think that it's Ancelotti that's coming under more criticism for the way that he's deploying him in the Real Madrid team. So, like I say, quite a bit of focus on Bellingham today and his performances for England. Zubimendi hip injury, absolutely nothing regarding Trent Alexander-Arnold or Real Madrid's crisis. I probably will be talking to you about Trent Alexander-Arnold today. I've just walked in the door, so I'm just going to get sorted, and then I'll go to my office, do a bit of work, and then maybe I'll do some videos from my other workstation as well. So nothing really. There's something in the Italian media that I want to speak to you about today, and a few bits and pieces. So I'll be doing a live stream on here at 2 o'clock this afternoon. If you want to join me, that's UK time. I might not do one this evening. It depends. If people come along this afternoon, they want me to do one tonight, then fine. But if you like the live streams and you've got an opportunity to join me this afternoon, please do. I'll probably update the Cop Talk podcast again as well today. And yeah, that's about it really. So not a great deal I can tell you, but I think it's really important to let you know when there's nothing in the Spanish media or the Spanish print media about Trent as well, because there are journalists that focus on Liverpool Football Club. We call them the LFC clique of journalists, that lower level journalists below the likes of Ornstein and Joyce, that want you sometimes to believe that there is all this like speculation and there isn't. So I think it's important to tell you when there is and when there isn't. Do you know what I mean? So that you can see, you can balance it. At the moment, it's quiet. But there has been the international fixtures, obviously, and the Spanish football daily today are dominated with that. The first few pages are all about Spain and how great they are and everything. So one very quick thing, some of you know this, but some of you might not. It's quite funny because they're talking about how great the Spain national manager is. And on a flight last year, I was on a flight from Madrid to Alicante, and I was sat with this guy, I kept thinking, he's familiar, and people had a couple of pictures with him and that, and I was like, well, he looks a bit Italian, looks like an Italian football manager or something. Anyway, cut a long story short, after I got home, I discovered he was the manager of Spain. I had no idea. And in fairness, when I showed the picture to people, I said, oh, do you know? And people were like, no, I didn't even know he was the manager of Spain. But now his face is everywhere, and I can't believe I was sat with him on a flight, and I had no idea, because I would have been all over that if I'd have known, right? So it always makes me laugh. Every time I see his face now, I think, oh, there's that fella that was on that flight with me. Mental. Anyway, hope you're okay. I guess I should have a shave at some point. I'm starting to look a bit like Zach Dingle. Not that it's going to make any difference. All right, guys. So if you appreciate the video, please do thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment. Not that there's really much to say. If you find any if you find any exclusives that I could use for today's exclusive, comment on this video and I can take a look at it. If you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, then you can hit the super thanks button. That's the love heart under the videos. Please read the video description. Loads of guff in the video description that you should check out. I haven't brought the Spanish football dailies back with me because there's nothing in there to show you. And it would be a bit tight to come home and go, oh, look, guys, there's nothing there. It would look good, wouldn't it? Like, you know, behind, oh, look, he really did buy the papers. If you follow my my Instagram, you'll see that I usually put a picture on of the papers with my coffee. But if there's nothing in them, I just like to leave them for the workmen, you know. So anyway, most of you know that. All right, guys, I'll speak to you in a bit. Thumbs up, comment, coffee. All right.